Hi, my name is Naomi and I'm a junior here at CSU studying music therapy, and I'm just going to talk with you a little bit about the orientation process. So all first year students spend about a day and a half here on campus for their orientation. The first day of orientation was really kind of a blur for me. We spend a lot of that day with campus tours and in breakout sessions where we go over academic resources and student life. So, and then at the end of that first day, we also get to experience what's called late night at CSU, and it's kind of a nice time to relax and get to know some of the other students in your orientation group in a more relaxed setting. So there was like a DJ, there was dancing, we did some puzzles and some coloring, and it was just a lot of fun. If I were to give a few tips about day one at orientation, they would be this. So that first day, you do a lot of walking. So if you're planning to come to orientation in your fanciest pair of heels, I would maybe trade them out for a good pair of tennis shoes instead. And also be sure to bring a water bottle. The second tip that I would give about orientation is that you get a lot of information thrown at you, especially on that first day. So I would say that it's more important to look at that as a chance to get a big snapshot of what life at CSU is like, and it's less important to keep track of every single detail of all the information that you get in those breakout sessions. And then the third tip that I would give is to really get to know the students in your orientation group and the students you meet in your time at orientation. So the orientation groups are specifically broken down into smaller groups so that it makes it a little bit more manageable, the amount of people that you're meeting all at once. And I know that through interacting with some of those students, I made my very first friends here on campus my freshman year. So it was nice to come back, the first day of class in August and already know a few students who would go hiking with me on the weekends and things like that. The second day of orientation is structured a little bit differently. There's a lot less information thrown at you. It's really just a time for you to register for classes. One thing I remember the most about that second day is that we were broken into our specific colleges or programs. So I went off with all of 5 of us in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. So that was a cool opportunity for me to actually get to meet some of the students who would be in my major specific classes that first semester, which was really important because I have a really small major, and in day one of orientation, I didn't get as much of an opportunity for that. And then after that, you really just sit down with your academic advisor and register for classes, and they break it down in super manageable pieces so that you understand exactly what's going on and you don't have to go it alone. So I think that the most important thing about orientation is to have fun and get to know some other students. So I hope you all enjoy your orientation experience.